this is our 2024 updated, or 2024 custom name ornaments with the established year on them.
Yeah, to date, that was probably the biggest order we had.
Right.
And
like
so
pieces.
it was a really good, we learned how to mass produce. That was fun. So, but
make assembly lines.
Yeah, so we did some earrings, we did some Christmas ornaments. Tried that out, but I'm saying, like I said, if you instead of doing the white, do the pearl that you just talked about. This in the background, instead of that, it would give it something totally different. Or,
and the reason why we ended up doing the white and kind of like the translucent because
no, I'm just saying, if you turn this, it looks like snow.
Oh,
so you actually do a circle and then add elements to the top of it.
Yeah. So the reason why we use the white as the background is so when it's hanging on your tree, the lights, your Christmas lights on your Christmas tree shine through. And so it like makes it, it looks really cool on your tree. It looks pretty. We might, for cost effectiveness though.
I know, it'd be pretty expensive.
They might have bigger sheets. I mean, honestly, I think I just got that because I was like, that's a good size, but they might actually have bigger sheets.
I like it a lot.
Going to try a new material because I can no longer get what we originally used. I think it was an accident that it was sent. It was supposed to be white and it came in a little bit translucent. And so we figured out something to do with that. We made these Christmas ornaments, and since it was translucent, the Christmas lights on your tree would shine through it. It was kind of cool. Then I went to go get more of that material, and it always comes in solid white no matter what. So I think they accidentally sent the first one, and so then we had to find something that was similar. And it's not quite the same, but I think it actually might be better, so we'll see. So with the laser machine, you always have to set your autofocus for every material. Sometimes even if you think it's the same, it's not. We had to learn the hard way to get in the habit of doing it with every single one. Make a little mark so we know where our red dot is landing so that we make sure we line everything up and have it exactly where we need it. All right, and we start. I was nervous about it cutting differently since it's a different material, but it worked fine until I dropped it. But that's kind of why I like acrylic, because if that was wood, this probably would have snapped off. But acrylic doesn't break as easily, so thank God. I want to put one layer of clear coat on this before I cut it, just because I'm cutting a very thin line, and the laser tends to give you a little char, or burn, I guess, if you will. And if I don't put anything on it, it's just gonna make the whole thing super dark, and I don't necessarily wanna do that. All right, I'll let that dry. And I'll go ahead and cut the name. I'm trying to save material here, so I'm just cutting out one part of the name in a tiny little spot, and then I'll cut out the rest of it in another one. Sometimes we get, like, we don't want the knots in there, but I kind of like it. Like, it gives us a little, what? Yeah. I mean, for certain things we want to avoid it, but I like it. I think I definitely do want to go ahead and, no, I want to put the, yes, I do. I want to.
It'll help you line it up.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, but I've been using a different glue because this etches, and I don't want to use that to etch. But the only problem is when you use this, then you can't touch it. So I might have to do the McCauley's first. You don't want to disturb it for like till the next day. Oh. But it doesn't etch the material, and it holds like nobody's business, especially from wood to acrylic. I just how I apply it because it's a spray. So I spray it in here, dab it, and then dab it on the wood, and then.
Oh.
Because it's real bubbly. That's a spray. Yeah, I've just used that. Yeah, it's for paint. So then you can put paint in there and then wipe it out and rinse it out and not have to waste a. I told you about those. If you need small amounts of paint. If you just, you know what I mean? If you're painting something small, like not if you're rolling it, obviously, but if it was something small and you're just using brushes, you can put it in here and then just rinse it out. And you still
I completely forgot you about that. Sorry.
This one I've just been using for glue and wiping out. And
do you like glue better, or do you like the 3M tape? Like, I know you gotta like plan ahead.
Right, I like the 3M tape better, except for the fact I hate putting it on the material.
Because you don't know what you're gonna waste.
Well, yes, and it's a pain in the butt to put it on there and not like bubble up, not be off.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I did put it on the acrylic because the acrylic's so small, it's way better to use it on that. Right. And I figure, all right, put a half, put it on half the sheet of the acrylic and just know that this black acrylic has the tape on the back of it, the 3M on the back of it. And that's what I did, and I've used the heck out of it. And I marked it, this side's 3M, that side's not, and I've just used it like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the easiest way to stick it.
It is.
If you know what you're cutting.
If you know what you're cutting. And if you don't, if you know that you can use that area for something else.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully when, at some point we won't care about wasting as much 3M.
We will always care about waste.
I know. No, I mean like as in that, like, okay, well, it might be a little bit before we get to this piece. No, I definitely care about waste because did you see how I like cut one part? I changed, like it wasn't, I separated the name so that I could cut out one part over here and then one part over here. Trying to use every little bit. I finished this. Well, I haven't got to put the ribbon on it yet, but this is our 2024 updated, or 2024 custom name ornaments with the established year on them. We did a shiplap one last year, which we still offer that, but trying to, 2 years in a row, we're trying to make a new one each year. We'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we can.
They may turn out like heinous or ugly one year.
Well, no.
We'll still do a new one every year.
I mean, I think, like styles will change, the trends will change. So
and they'll come back around and then we'll already have some done.
But we always try to stick with like, simple, like modern-ish, if you will. I mean, I don't want to say this is modern, but it's just like a simplistic
We like a very simple,
look.
Clean look. We don't want to get too gaudy, too kitschy, too
many
I hate to
colors.
say the word crafty, because there's a lot of good crafts out there.
There is.
But
It's just a lot of it's not our style, and we're trying to
elevate our own style.
Right. Well, we're trying to offer custom stuff, but we also want to kind of stick to our style, us, and like what we like and what's gonna, be our style.
Cool. So, go check those out. Go check these out. Thanks, guys.